Hey, Dan.
Hey, Tommy, how's it going?
It's going well. How about you?
Good.
Love this foyer, this front entryway.
Thank you.
Sun's facing in there, heats it up nicely in the winter.
Absolutely.
Oh, look at this. Beautiful front door right here. 2 side lights. This is a wide door. It's gone. Did you take it out?
No, the previous owners did.
I hope you still have that door.
We do. It's in the
Yeah,
basement.
don't get rid of that.
Yep.
So these are the floors you wrote me about.
Yes.
Beautiful. Look
you.
like parquet. And I see the patches that you were talking about also.
Yeah, definitely. So when the previous owners converted everything over from the old radiators to baseboard heat, where the pipes came up previously, they left us with these nice holes.
Yeah, I can see where they patched it right here with these metal plates. Well, it's not uncommon for them to patch them with metal, but these are relatively easy to replace because they're individual pieces.
Sure.
They're face nailed, so you can take a piece out, cut a new piece in, and it'll blend right in nicely.
Well, we've got a different situation upstairs that I'd like you to look at.
All right, lead the way.
Great. So my wife and I just had a baby.
Oh, congratulations.
Thanks. And that's why we wrote to you. We're trying to childproof, and holes in the floor and the baby don't really mix.
Well, that makes sense.
Thanks. And her room's right here.
Okay. Oh, this is wonderful.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah, 2 radiator holes right here in the corner. That's usually where they would stick the radiator.
Yep.
Okay, so first of all, I look at these floors, they're definitely different from downstairs. These are probably white pine, which looks like,
Okay.
1 by 5, and they don't look like they're tongue and groove, square edge, and face nails with cut nails.
Okay.
So we could do this a couple of different ways. We could actually cut a piece out
Okay.
and then drop in what is called a Dutchman here, and then another one down there.
Okay.
All right, now you've got Dutchman along the place. I see that someone patched the hole right there.
Sure.
So we could cut this out, put a Dutchman there, and another one right here. Or we could cut this straight across here, remove the boards, install one, and make it look like 2.
That's not bad. What do you suggest?
I think we should cut it out, and you'll have some wood to patch in some other holes, because I think you got a few, right?
Yep. Sounds good to me.
All right, so let's get some tools. We can get started.
Perfect.
All right, Dan, you wanted an old piece of wood, and I've got one right here.
Cool.
Now, I probably took this out of a job maybe 20 years ago, and I saved it at my house along with some others, because I love working with these old boards. But you can see that this was a subfloor right here,
Sure.
some type of a felt paper or paper right here with a finished floor over it.
Okay.
Okay, but we want, I know you don't want that to look like that, but when you sand these boards up, look at how beautiful that is.
Wow.
The grain
That's
of that wood is absolutely gorgeous.
Looks
So
great.
you see the grain of the wood here and how this darkens right here?
Sure.
So I'm thinking because there was a radiator in the corner, all right, and we're gonna cut this board to length and put this down on the floor, we'll cut the width. This will actually basically say that over time there was a radiator there and it stained the floor or whatever, you know, but I just like little things like that.
Sounds great.
So why don't we cut it to rough length and then we'll rip the width and cut it to its exact length because I want to cut the patch before we cut the hole.
Okay.
All right? Square that edge off there.
Sure.
And then when I give you the length, we're going to cut a rough length here.
Okay.
So have you used a cross-cut saw like this before?
Lightly, yeah.
Okay. Well, again, the lesson is always keep it tight against the fence. Always hold it down and keep this hand away from the blade.
Sure.
And then just fire the blade up. Once it's fired up, you're going to pull it out. You're going to push down and then push forward at the same time.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, so now we have a piece that's smaller and we can actually handle it better. We're going to rip it down to 9 1/4. Perfect. All right, you ready to use the table saw?
I think so.
All right, I'm going to give you a quick lesson here. I want you to make sure you stand from the side of the blade over. You're going to put light pressure here, and you're going to watch this gap all the way down. See if it's like that or like that. You're not holding the board straight and parallel.
Okay.
And you're just going to put light pressure through it. This hand's going to stop right here.
Yep.
The board's going to slide through your fingers. You're going to keep pushing it. I'm going to be on the other side to help you.
Okay.
When you get so far over here, then you're going to stop. You're going to grab this,
Sure.
put it on top, and slide the board.
Okay.
All right? All right,
Great.
there's our patch that we've cut. We're gonna
Cool.
put it in, but I wanna do one more thing. I want it to make it look like it's 2 boards.
Okay.
I wanna set my rip fence so that the space is 4.5 inches on this side of the blade.
Okay.
That gives me the width of the piece that we wanna match.
Great.
I also wanna make sure that this dark section right here goes in the corner, so this side of the board's gonna go against the rip fence.
Okay.
Okay, so hold the board, light pressure, pushing it right through as you go.
Okay.
Let it slide through your hand easy. Move this away from the, just a little bit. And now we have 2 boards that will match upstairs.
Cool.
All right, let's take it up. All right, Dan, let's see how it fits.
Okay.
Or should I say, let's see how it looks. It's not ready to be put in yet. Okay, just slide it into the corner. Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I have a gap here, just like there was before.
Perfect.
And our joint lines up, so it looks like 2 boards.
Yeah.
This is an oscillating saw. And you're gonna use the board as a straight edge or a guide.
Okay.
You're gonna go down straight. And you just wanna do a light cut all the way down and straight as possible.
Okay.
Once you get in about 1/8 of an inch, we're gonna take the board away, and then I'm gonna have you go down straight.
Okay.
Now we can work on removing the boards by using a hammer and a pry bar. So I'm gonna take these cut nails, I'm gonna save them. You know why?
Because we'll reuse them.
Well, that too, but the real reason is I'm too cheap to buy new ones. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's perfect. That all looks pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks pretty good to me.
Yeah. All right, so we can nail it with the original cut nails.
Okay.
Now we're gonna line these nails up with the nails that are already on the floor right here.
Yep.
Try to hit that as flat as it can. This part here, as flat as it can be there. And so you adjust that this way,
Sure.
okay?
That.
Good, hit it again. Hit it like you hate it. There you go. My gosh, that was beautiful.
Sweet.
Now we'll give the boards a light sanding. This is a satin finish, and so you have to really stir it quite a bit, and you also want to make sure you stir it slowly so you don't create bubbles, because the bubbles will transfer onto the finish. All right, so you've got that stirred up really nice. You didn't get any bubbles, that's all good.
Good.
So now we're ready to apply the first coat.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to use a foam brush,
Sure.
and you're going to apply it nice and slowly because you don't want to create bubbles by doing it really fast.
Sure. Okay.
And this will be your first or primer coat.
Okay.
Okay, so start in the corner, work your way out. That's right, drag it right over. That old wood just sucks that finish right in.
Yeah, it seems like it's already kind of.
Yep. Now you see how the tone is going to blend right in with the old there?
It does, yeah. I see what we're doing.
Always try to get a wet on wet edge, so you don't get a nice even finish that way. Even though this is still your first coat.
Yep.
You know, the next coat you get better at it, and the next coat you'll be really good at it.
Yeah, I'll be like
And then
expert.
the coat after that, refinish all the floors because you got so good at it.
By
Right?
hand, yeah.
Yeah, by hand. All right, Dan, I think it looks pretty good. What do you think?
Wow, looks awesome.
Blends right in nicely,
I think so.
and the holes are gone.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so you have some homework here. I want you to sand it after 24 hours,
Okay.
lightly with some 220, 180, or 220 grit paper.
Okay.
Wrap it around a sanding block, or you can get a little pad, and sand it with the grain, really lightly, and then wipe all the sawdust off with a damp rag.
Okay.
Give it another coat, wait another 24 hours, light sanding, and then your top coat.
Perfect.
After that's dry, I want you to take a dark pen and color in that groove that we made to match the lines of the floor, so it'll be nice and dark.
Sounds good.
Can you handle that?
I think so.
All right, well, you got your work cut out for you. I think
Thanks
you
so
can do it.
much.
My pleasure. So if you've got any projects around your house and you need a hand, let us know. So until next time, I'm Tom Silva for Ask This Whole House.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.